What's up, everybody? Let me see who's online right now. Oops, wrong button. What's up, Jace? Are you gonna open that Destined Rivals packs, or those packs soon? Here's some stuff I got from Many Realms last rip and ship and I forgot about. Or not the last one. The last one I got Canary SIR. Let me grab my other packs real quick. All right. I don't know what I want to open first today. I think I'm going to start with a single Celebrations pack and just see what's in it. Why does this one feel so thick and heavier than normal? Maybe that's a good sign. What's up, J-Man? Good to see you. Hopefully I get a God pack today. We'll see, though. What's up, Pokemess? Sorry about your rips earlier. I mean, mine weren't any better, let's be honest. Get out of here with the selling. It's funny, though, like, every single stream, except if I put it, like, in big, bold text on my stream, somebody asks, and I'm like, I'm not selling to anybody. And they're like, well, what are you doing then? I'm like, I'm just lighting all my money on fire. Let me do it. All right, let's see what's in this this pack here. Lugia, Ho-Oh. Ooh, Dark Gyarados. What's behind this? Is it a flying Pikachu? This one's nice. I don't have this. Maybe I do have this one, but if I do, it's not in good shape. And hey, Chonky Surfing Pikachu again. I gotta say, for an older set that only has a handful of cards in each pack, the quality of Celebrations cards are generally pretty good. Like, this thing has no whitening on it. It's pretty well centered. And then, same with this guy. I have gotten these back as PSA 10s quite often. So I'm pretty happy about that. But yeah, what should I open first? One of these ETBs or one of the tins? I'm not going to submit another one of these Surfing Pikachus to PSA. I've submitted a lot of them. How'd I get my hands on a sealed tin box? My local card shop, Many Realms, that does the streams sometimes on TikTok here, they, during Pokemon Day, were selling a bunch of, like, sealed cases and stuff, and wasn't, like, MSRP or anything, but I think I got that whole case for a little under 200 or about 200. And thank you to everybody for joining today. I see where there's a lot of people hanging out on stream, so what's up? Sean, Trickster, Nico, Big Hit Energy, thanks for chatting earlier, and then Josh and Chad. And yeah, I'm opening packs, not selling anything to anybody, but I'm opening to gain my collection. And yes, I've heard tins have been having big hits too. I can attest that my first case of tins that I got, like, as a pre-order a while back when the tins first dropped, I didn't do super well on. I don't think I got an SIR in those tins, but I think today is a day to change that luck, hopefully. How much did I get the tin display for? It was a little under 200, so definitely not retail, but one of my local shops during Pokemon Day was selling them, like, below market, so I said I'm going to grab one. And then I have a whole case of ETBs on my floor right now that I also grabbed from them for a little bit below market. And I will say, though, if you're looking for stuff for rip and ships that are actually selling a reasonable price right now for Ascended, lately my local card shop, Many Realms, has been doing Many Realms Live on here. They've been selling like loose packs of Ascended that they've just either pulled out of blisters or ETBs for, what was the price? It was $61 for 6 packs, so about $10 a pack. That is by almost $2, like the best price I've seen on TikTok for Ascended. So, hey, Many Realms. I was just telling everybody how you have the best price for Ascended on Rip and Chips right now, by a ton. And so everybody should go buy Ascended from y'all. And I'm starting to rip some of that giant box that I have here. And what's up, Lox? Good to see you as well. Dang, I got a bunch of people on this stream. If we get more people on this stream, I'm going to have to open that fossil pack that's behind this case of tins. All right, I'm going to start with this ETB. We're going to see what happens here. I personally have been pulling absolute heat out of all of Ascended, whether I buy some from a Rip and Chip or buy some from, you know, get one from a Walmart or get lucky on a Walmart. I don't understand what's happening. Out of like the 10-ish ETBs I think I've ripped or had Rip and Chipped, I'm not going to count the Pokemon Center ones because I'm never opening those again. I lost my shirt. But for the other 10 ETBs, I think I've pulled 6 SIRs or had a Rip and Chipper pull them. So my luck is insane lately. And it's probably going to come back to earth here with all the ETBs I just bought, but who knows? Could just keep it going. I'm hoping to keep it going. Let me move these. All right. What's up, Paul? Good to see you again. And thank you for joining. And thanks everybody else that just a guy over deer. That's pretty funny. Travis Pierce, Ignacy, Mr. Chow. Is that Mr. Chow from The Hangover? I hope so. Last shipment got 11 SIRs, that is awesome. Yeah, and I saw Many Realms the other day. I'm still kicking myself for not buying more packs at once, because they had a stack going that was almost 300 tall of Journey Together, plus you could get a Nintendo Switch 2 as part of the stack. I was like 2 packs away from that, and then I think somebody else, after the person got the Gengar that won the stack, also pulled heat immediately after that person, and I was like, man, I should have bought like 20 packs. But it's all good. I'm happy to see others win, and I don't need to win those big prizes. I honestly, if I won all that stack of Journey, I would have got it here at my house and used it for my own G words. All right, let's see this first pack. There's a ton of people today. I don't know what's going on, but I really appreciate y'all watching. Maybe everybody's really tired of buying packs right now, and they just want to see if somebody else pulls heat. Rotom, Pancham, and Victreebel. All right, first pack, not much. Let's see the second one. 22 people's here, open XY. If we get to 50 concurrent viewers, I will open this $300 pack of the best of XY. If we get to 100 today, I will open this fossil pack. So, challenge accepted. Let's get that to happen, because I know y'all want to see me open one or both of these. It's okay. There's nothing to spend here, Nico. I'm just ripping for myself. I just have a lot of product. Speaking of product, did anybody see that McDonald's CEO call his burger product and take like the smallest bite ever, and then it like went viral on TikTok, and all the other CEOs are just relentlessly trolling that guy? I'm super invested in this story now because it's been funny. 37. What is going on with my stream today? Really appreciate y'all. All right, nothing in that one. Hits are going to be in the backpacks of this ETB, I bet. One of the ETBs I ripped, I didn't really pull anything until the very last pack, and then I pulled Mega Meganium SIR. I guess I pulled some Mega Attack rares out of that one, but then this last ETB that I just posted a video on, and I just added my new jingle to my video, that one I pulled a Pheasantipity SIR out of the first pack. And that one came from like Walmart or Target. Yes, appreciate it, HDZ. I'm just opening for me, and as my mods can attest, like, I honestly will just give people random cards here and there. I don't mind. I get duplicates of a lot of cards. I'm trying to master set Ascended, so I have a lot of dupes right now. And so I really don't mind, and I just appreciate hanging out with people and watching, or having y'all watch me try to grow my collection here. Archer, Spidops, and Mandibuzz. All right, technically we got a hit. And let's hope that's not the only one. But I did see one, somebody opened an ETB the other day I saw, and their best hit was a single double rare. And I was like, oof. And it was from one of the rip and shippers that was charging like $140 for an ETB. And I'm just like, that is so, so brutal. So again, since Many Realms is in here, go check out their shop whenever they're, well, you can buy their stuff sealed too. But check out their shop when they're live, because they're fun guys to hang out with and interact with. And also, they keep pulling heat lately, like crazy heat. Their hit rates on Ascended have been nuts. And it's like, Ascended has to be one of the streakiest sets I've seen when it comes to like product that's getting shipped out. Because you'll see one like streamer pull absolutely nothing for 400 packs. And then you'll see another streamer pull 3 God packs in the same number of packs. And right now, Many Realms is on a heater. And like I said, the other day they were selling 6 packs of loose Ascended packs that they pulled out of blisters and stuff for 60-ish bucks. Like, you're not going to find a better price anywhere on TikTok or the Yellow W app. The Yellow W app, in my opinion, is a bunch of weird, scammy people anyway. Vanillux, Wurmple, Colossal. Holy people on my stream. I really appreciate y'all. And thank you all for the follows. I am actually losing track of... Normally I can call everybody out on the stream, but it's because I have like 8 people in here. So, yeah, Whatnot is the trailer park of rip and ships. It really is. I expect everybody that like is a rip and shipper there to be like chewing tobacco. And Rich, thanks for the follow. Ducky, thanks for the follow. Y'all are awesome. Feel free to browse my content on TikTok. I do a lot of pack opening. Got some older packs that I like to open here and there too. That's some of the stuff in front of me today. And like I said, I might actually open this Best of XY here pretty soon because we have so many viewers today. So I really appreciate y'all. And I didn't promote this or anything, so I'm like, what did I do to the algo lately where it decided to be nice to me today? 53? All right, we have 53 viewers. After I'm done with this pack, I'm gonna open Best of XY then. Kilowattrol and Tapu Koko. All right, I have a theory that there's a hit in the last 4 there, but we're gonna take a quick break and open Best of XY. Hello, Alex. And what's a good way to buy Pokemon? Well, since Many Realms is in here, they are a TikTok live shop. They are probably the best prices on TikTok right now for live rips, like rip and ships. But if you're looking for actual product to buy sealed outside of like, they also will send sealed, by the way, but if you're looking for something else and you're just like trying to find it retail wise, like obviously Walmart and Target are the best bets. It's just that all of the people that are trying to like resell product and scalp it are generally the ones that are working on restock days at like Walmart and Targets. Invoice for the ads. No, I just appreciate y'all. And like I said, I've been trying to grow not just my following, but things happening here in the local Vegas community. So, and it just so happens y'all are one of my favorite shops, and you do rip and ships, which are super fun. Last plug for Many Realms for a minute here is they just did a 24-hour stream for Pokemon Day, and it was one of the more entertaining things to watch because like these dudes went for like 27 hours straight without sleep, and they were ripping like most of the time. And then like I thought about the stress of doing that, but then I thought about the volume of orders that they took in, and I'm like, oh my god, that had to be so much work after the fact. All right, so because we have so many people on this stream this morning, I am opening a $300 pack of Best of XY, and I've never opened this set at all. I have no idea what's even in it. I got this out of a mystery bag that, one of those mystery bags where you can either get like $400 worth of packs or $3,000 worth of packs if you get really lucky. I got like the Emerald one, which meant that both this Fossil and this Best of XY were in that mystery bag amongst pretty much all these other packs right here that aren't Ascended. And it actually had some Ascended in it too. I was really, really happy with that. So let's see what happens. And there's $300 that just got lit on fire. All right. This is a thick boy. Is there more than 10 in here? 15? Interesting. All right, so yes, and I am definitely recording right now, so I'm just gonna press the record button another time just in case. All right, let's see what happens here. I have no idea what's in Best of XY besides probably the best cards from XY. Ooh, not bad. Is there going to be a bunch of art rares in here? Is that how this works? I'm slow rolling it. Ooh, look at that Flareon. Joltik. Fighting energy. This energy reminds me of the old OG like base set Japanese energies. Ooh, look at that Zoroark. Is that Greninja? Yup. Anybody know what the big chase card is from Best of XY packs? Because, like I said, I don't really collect Japanese. It just, this seemed like a good one to do on stream. Ooh, is that a Genesect DX? Look at the design on these cards. Really cool. And full art trainer. Oh, is it like one of the waifu style? Ooh, look at that like Cosmos Hollow Raichu. That's nice. Just a Pokeball trainer. There's a bunch of trainers at the end of this, I guess. All right, so the hits were the ones in the middle, looks like. And yep, that's what I thought. Genesect was the hit. I'm curious what the value of these are. I'm just gonna look up that Genesect real quick. Best of $6. Is this thing a good graded card? No, no graded data. Okay, I'm just gonna sleeve that guy then. And not bad though. I am a fan of this Raichu especially. Let me just look that one up. I'm really curious. Raichu, best of. Reverse Hollow. Price unavailable, huh? Oh, normal is $2.99 and then Reverse Hollow is just price unavailable, so. Look at that one though. Like, they need to do some of this kind of Reverse Hollow or Hollow overall in English one of these days again. I haven't seen that kind of like Hollow in English in a while. And did I see? Oh yeah, they do. You know what I need to do is I need to order one of those Chinese New Year things that y'all sell on Many Realms, because every time I see you demo this stamp, I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna stamp, but I want that. All right, I will deal with the rest of those cards later. Okay, and since we have 8 bajillion viewers here, if we keep it going, I will open this fossil toward the end here if we still got a bunch of viewers. So definitely, definitely tell your friends if you want to see this fossil open today. And I am a rip almost everything person. I learned the hard way the other week that I just need to stop ripping Pokemon Center ETBs because there's bulk in them. But in my head, I'm like, there's God packs in them, so I have to open all of them. And then I open them, and that's like when the "oh no, he should have kept it sealed" music comes up. All right, back to Ascended here for a bit. Let's see what happens. Oops. Yeah, never open Pokemon Center ETBs. Take my advice, don't do it. There's never anything good enough to justify opening them. The thing I was going to do is grade the Pokemon Center stamp promos, and all of them. Ooh, the Dragonite. This one's actually worth a few bucks as a base double rare. And the reason I was like, you know what, I'm gonna open them and grade those promo cards, and then all of them either were insanely off-centered or had whitening, and so I was just super bummed out that like I basically just lit like a ton of money on fire. I did a trade for a bunch of the PC ETBs I did open, so it wasn't the end of the world, but it was just a little bit of a bummer. Yeah, next time I'm definitely just buying the promo off TCG Player and using somebody else's pain, having pulled bulk out of their Pokemon Center ETB and buying their promo instead. The one I'm really annoyed at myself about, I think, the most is the Prismatic one. But hey, at least I tried. Tarantula, Ralts, and Entei. Okay, so far in this first ETB, we're ripping. These are our 2 hits. There's got to be at least an illustration rare, but I have seen just 2 double rares in an ETB before. And then I think we'll try some tins, because I've had real good luck with tins and the 2-pack blisters. The 3-pack blisters, I feel like I always pull bulk, but 2-pack ones I've pulled some hits out of. But let's find out. That or I just used up all my luck over the past couple weeks. We're gonna see though. And nobody has to buy anything to watch this. Hey, boss's orders. Okay, we got a full art trainer. Corbo looks like they're gonna just, I don't know what they're doing with their hand there, but. All right, give me 1 second. I need to stop doing this with my trash again. Hey, Many Realms, what do you do with your trash? Like when you're ripping for, or when you're ripping shipping, what do you do with all your like wrappers? You have a massive garbage can just sitting next to your desk. Because I need to upgrade my garbage can. All right, last pack from that first ETB. Can we get an SIR? I am, for the weekend, 2 for 3 in SIRs inside ETBs that I've ripped. So even if we get nothing, I honestly can't complain. Oh, stop putting the trash on my desk. That Best of XY was fun to open. I wish I had more of those, but if I had more of those to open, then I would start to become unhinged at how much money I was lighting on fire. A little dumpster at the office, empty the garbage can. Yeah, I feel that. I 100% feel that. Metacham, Drampa, and Spite Ops. Okay, so this was not the best ETB. These were the hits, so you can see that hit rate. That said, I just watched one of my mutuals get pretty wrecked on an ETB earlier, so it was even less hits than that. I think they got 1 double rare, and so some ETBs can hit really crazy. Like one of the ETBs I opened this weekend had 2 Mega Diancie Mega Attack rares and a Mega Meganium SIR in just the one ETB. And then you can have ETBs like this. There's not really an in-between. All right, let's see. I'm gonna open another Celebrations and then we'll open a tin or 2. Like I was saying about Celebrations, I am always surprised how well what the quality was of the printing on Celebrations packs. You would think that, like, being a slightly older set now, that they would have a bunch of whitening on them, but look at, like, these cards are in pretty good shape for the most part. And so I've always been pretty surprised about Celebrations. Reshiram, Dialga, Palkia, and nothing. It's all good. We just got that Dark Gyarados earlier, and I like grading the Celebrations cards just to keep one in a slab, so this is one I didn't have. I'm going to send it in. All right. It is tin time. And it's opened. Some sealed collectors watching right now and just in pain watching me do this. I don't know. I don't think I can ever become a sealed collector personally. I just like ripping packs too much, and every time that I try to keep stuff sealed, I'm like, there's something in there that I could pull. Like I said, I'm not gonna ever, or I will keep Pokemon Center ETB sealed going forward, just because I should. There, that's good enough. All right, I'm gonna put that back there. That's gonna go under my monitor though. All right, I'm gonna start with the left tin. Oops. These plastic things that they wrap them in, the little like pull tab always does that, I swear. All right, we got the Togepi tin. Let's see what's in it. Got our 2 Ascended Heroes, and then there's gonna be stickers in the back. And there's a little sticker and stats card. All right, these tins have hit pretty well for me before. Let's see if they hit well today. And thank you for all the likes and coins, Many Realms, and HDZ Works. Really appreciate y'all. What's up, G? I just saw you joined, as well as a bunch of other people in here. So thank you all for joining. What's up, Megan? Ooh, Galaxies. Appreciate that. love y'all this stream. This is awesome, even if I keep pulling bulk. Spiritomb. Hey, there's Wattrel. This Wattrel goes so hard. I need to find my INO's kill Wattrel. Also, Ascended has some of the best quality control I've seen out of any set in a very long time. I got both a White Flare and a Black Bolt God Pack the other week, and both of them had whitening on almost every card except for the Zekrom SIR and an Axew. All like 18 other cards had like whitening on at least one corner in like a very, very blatantly obvious way. And I actually wanted a grade-worthy version of this, which this one is 100% centered and no whitening. Oh, sweet. Appreciate it, Mini Realms. Y'all are awesome. And happy to do shout-outs for y'all, because I'm obviously always in your streams. And like I said, you really do have by far the best prices on TikTok right now for Ascended Heroes. And most sets, honestly. And that's why so many people are joining your streams lately, I think, is people have realized, like, oh, wow, you actually have decent prices. I never see anybody, like, trying to, like, or very little people on your streams are saying, oh, you're all scalpers and scalper prices, blah, blah, blah. And it's like if you sold Ascended any cheaper, I would buy all of it. Like, I would just literally buy all of it. Is there a way to color in the whitening? You know, I've always thought about that. I'm like, can I just get like a blue Sharpie and put it in the corner? But like, they have like a microscope that they look at stuff at the grader, so I don't think that'll work out. But honestly, Amr, if you want to try it and report back, I want to know what happens. I really do. Like, if you can get a 10 by coloring in some whitening, then I think you broke the internet. Sherman-Williams or Lowe's color match. All right, totally do it. Try it. I want to see what happens. And then make a video on it, because that seems like great content. All right, last pack in the second tin, or first tin. Second pack in the first tin. I can't talk. Monkey Dory, Skitty, and hey, Mega Gardevoir. There was 2 hits in 2 packs in that tin. So today, anybody that's following along long enough is going to actually be able to kind of see a sample size of pull rates for ETBs versus tins. Then you can make your own decision on if one actually does hit better than the other. All right, I'm going to do this Pika tin now. Yeah, I agree. I think tins definitely hit harder than ETBs. And a lot of the rip and shippers that I've seen like pull God packs and stuff have actually done so through blisters. And so they've just like pre-opened a bunch of blisters and just thrown them into like a pile so that they can rip them faster. And then, yeah, a bunch of those I've seen, handful of God packs. Jace mods for a different rip and shipper who's a bit more expensive, but does one of those like... their stack game is like all a huge stack of Ascended usually, but the interesting thing is that guy I've seen rip heat for like everybody, so he just got a bunch of blisters, and for whatever reason they're hitting so crazy. There's like 6 God packs in a week on that channel. All right, let's see. Yeah, and I'll do my best. Anybody that follows me, I try to do some follow backs. Generally, if you don't create anything and your account is just repost, though, it makes it a little bit harder for me to justify, just because if I follow enough, then I can't figure out who's who on my feeds anymore. All right, let's see. Second tin. It's the Pika tin. Can I get the Pika SIR I've been chasing? Because I've been chasing it, though, I expect that is going to be the hardest one for me to get. Gloom, Meowth, and Kilowattrel. All right, no hit in that one, but can we get a hit in this tin? 4 IRs out of my Ascended ETB. Doesn't seem like a too bad of a pull rate. And then, but yeah, some of them will just straight up have a whatchamacallit in them. Oh, here, let me fix this first. There we go. Basic energy. All right. Can we get a big hit here? Prism Energy, Soul Rock, and hey, we got an EX, so we are still now 2 for 2 with hits inside of tins. And overall packs, I think 3 for 4. Last time I did one of these experiments with tins, I think Jace and Lox were both there, and they saw me go 9 for 10 overall in the tins, and probably it was like, I think 16 of the packs had hits or something crazy. It was nuts. And we got some good pulls. It wasn't just like EX cards the whole time either. Lox, since I saw you in here and you were asking about Paldean last stream, I'm going to open Paldean and then we'll go back to Ascended. Other chase is that obviously just like everybody else is that Bubble Mew. Hopefully I see it. That would be really cool. Hey, thanks for the follow, Lissa. Appreciate it. Ooh, okay. That one's a little... Hey, Amaru, check it out. Same sort of thing just happened here. Look at the top of that card. I mean, at least it wasn't the Bubble Mew like yours, but still. What's up with the cards in Paldean getting wrecked all the time? Houndstone and a Bostiff. That's a cool shiny, though. It's a binder shiny. Let's see if I can flatten that out before I put this in the sleeve. Ooh, even the bottom was rough. Yeah, quality control is indeed horrible on this set. Every, like, even remotely decent hit I've gotten out of Paldean has had some kind of problem with the card. Yeah, so I was just saying, feel free to follow me. I do my best to follow back quite a few people. If you look out of my followers, I have over a 10% follow back rate, but you have to create some kind of content. If you're somebody that just reposts stuff, I'm just not going to follow you because there's no point. I'm in to have mutuals with other people that want to create or contribute to the Pokemon community in some way. And I'm happy to follow back anybody that does those things, but I'm not going to follow a bunch of random accounts with 12 followers and that just repost a bunch of stuff, because half of those accounts just repost a bunch of political BS I don't want to watch on my feeds. Oh, okay, thanks. I don't know. Like, what, am I popular enough where bots are coming into my stream? That's new. I can't believe we had like 50 people in here at one point. I don't think we're going to be opening that fossil unless miraculously 100 new people show up, but still, really appreciate everybody for stopping by and following. Great Tusk. That was not a hit I wanted, but okay, I'll put it in the pile. All right, tin time again. We're going to do Zorua tin. Ooh, that was satisfying that it actually ripped the whole way without breaking. Let's see. Reach out to Pokemon Center, have a claim going. Yeah, I saw Pokemon Center doesn't honestly really care, and it can take years for them to send you something, and it's usually not the same card that you pulled. Yeah, but it's not the same for what you ran into. Like, that was straight up a damaged card that was in your pack, and in my opinion, that's not the same as whitening or centering. Like, your card had like a gash in the front that was like not your fault at all. And tin art is so fire. For sure. And let me just shout out, because I see there's a bunch of people that have been in this stream for a little while that I haven't interacted with much yet. So thank you for being in here. Chaser, Travis, Lissa, Quinn, Dakota, Geeked, and Mark Litz. And let's see what happens in this tin. I'm feeling like we'll at least get an SIR somewhere today here. Mag Cargo and Rayquaza. People are going to go so nuts whenever that next Mega Rayquaza comes out. And want to send it, but not having the card for months to a year. Yeah, for sure. I honestly, like, I get so disappointed at some of the quality of the cards. But then there's Ascended, which has overall been pretty consistently decent for quality control. So hopefully that continues along. And hey, sorry, the real PokeJ totally just missed the other chat for a few minutes here. Thank you for hanging out. And it's going well, except that I haven't pulled any big hits quite yet today. Victor Bell and Trevenant. Oh no, there's no hit in that tin. And what's up, Faith Judgment? Appreciate you for joining as well. Happy Sunday to y'all. Just hanging out and ripping some stuff. We ripped Best of XY pack earlier since we had like 50 people on my TikTok stream at the same time. And pulled some interesting cards. I don't think there was anything super valuable, but it was a fun set to pull. Let's see. What am I going to open next? I'm going to open the rest of these Celebrations packs. And then we'll go back to tins. And then one of these days, I'm going to have to reel in how much I open on streams, because financially, I can't sustain this much opening for myself all the time without being a seller. But it is fun to open this much product. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, my IG, I don't actually do the stream there, but it is on TikTok, which is my primary form of whatever you want to call it, social media. And those are the usual suspect cards, so is what it is. Can't get mad. Just gotta open another one. Oh, and yeah, all good. I also stream where you're watching, as well as the purple streaming app. TikTok doesn't like when you say its name. Get Umbreon Gold Star. I'm looking for the OG base set Charizard looking card out of Celebrations. And hey, Surfing Pikachu. I've got one of these over in on my wall that's been graded as a 10. And then I also have the chonky version of this one as a 10. Yeah, so far we're getting cooked today, but you know what? Honestly, if I don't pull anything out of these tins, with the number of SIRs I've already got pulled for the set, for Ascended, like, it would just kind of be math, actually, or like mathematical statistics evening themselves out, because like, statistically right now, I don't understand how it's possible that I've pulled so many SIRs out of Ascended. Especially after looking at TCG players' rates, that Ascended has SIRs in about 1 in 70 packs. And I think before today, I have maybe total opened up 250 packs, and I have all but like 6 of the SIRs. And that includes the trainer SIRs. Zekrom, Reshiram. Hey, the Zekrom, this one's worth some money and is clean. Hey, and we got Mew. Let's look at the back. That's just dust. There's a print line. No. So these celebration cards are always in such good shape. I don't understand, for being like these little thin packs, why these cards are always in such good shape. All right, where did my sleeves go? I'll probably send this one in for grading, because these are cool looking cards, and I might try this one with tag. I'm about to do a video one of these days where I do some pre-grading and compare the process for tag, like packing stuff to tag and sending it to tag versus PSA. Because PSA's prices are so wacky now that I just really don't want to, I don't want to spend all that on like lower value cards. Like, I'll still send all my big giant hits to PSA just because I have a Collectors Club membership and they're the industry standard still. But speaking of, here's Lily's Clefairy. I forgot that I got this one. And let's see, what's the craziest God pack you've seen so far? I don't know. The craziest one I think I saw was it had both Pikachus in it. The pink one as well as the Trikachu. And here's all the SIRs I have for Ascended so far. Well, I have a couple more coming in the mail. I have a Dragonite coming, and I think there's a Mega Halucha and one more. And then the Many Realms pulled a Canary SIR when they were on their last stream for me, too. So I've been doing real well. That Lily's Clefairy goes so hard, though. Saw a Dragonite, Mew, and a Gengar one. Yeah, I gotta sell. I haven't listed those cards yet. I'm gonna do it sometime in the next couple days for the slabs I'm trying to sell on eBay. Or whatever you want to call that app. I don't know if TikTok's gonna yell at me now. Sounds good. Thanks, Lox. I'll see you soon. All right. Togepi tin again. Oops. Oh, I have too many of these tins already. First world problems. Thanks, Suhi, for joining. Welcome. I hope this is the tin. I just want something. Give me some kind of heat in here. Want the heat. All right, let's see if there's anything in pack number 1. Zigzagoon, Meryl, Lunatone. Are we gonna get cooked on this case of tins? Trying to keep my desk nice and clean today. Because usually there's like packs everywhere on it. Haunter, Scraggy, Meditite, Registeel. All right, one of those last 6 tins has a big hit. I just know it. I saw a video where somebody pulled 2 God packs out of a single tin of Ascended. That was insane. I'm gonna open these Paldean real quick because I'm mad about that Gardevoir having that big nick in the top and bottom of it. Yeah, 2 in the same tin, G. It was crazy. Like, I want that kind of luck. And then one of my mutuals that won the stack game at the streamer that got me like the Gengar and the Dragonite SIRs won the whole stack, and she pulled an Ascended God pack from in the stack. Gengar, this one's probably worth a couple bucks as a reverse holo. I'm gonna put that to the side. Hey, Palmy. And Goldengo. I have like 8 million. This is like the card. Does everybody have like an illustration rare that they can't stop pulling from which, like each set? For me, that's Palmy and Paldean Fates. I have like 6 of these. I haven't even opened that much Paldean Fates. Hold on. Let me look up this Gengar because I feel like I need to. Gengar Paldean. Huh. Less valuable than I expected for a Gengar from an older set. PSA 10 is 50 bucks for it. Raw is a 71-cent card though. And it's got whitening, so I'm just gonna put it in a regular penny sleeve. Meowth and Togedemaru. Oh, get out of here with the Togedemaru. I get, when I was opening a lot of Phantasmal, like I couldn't stop getting that card. I think I have, it was Steelix in Mega Evolution for me. And Steelix I have like 20 of. But do I have like more than 2 of the SIRs from that set? Nope. There's like sets that I'm just giving up on. Mega is probably one. Definitely Prismatic is another. Never want to open Prismatic again. An error God pack? Faith's Judgment. What is why was it an error? Was it just was it like things were misprinted? Charmeleon, Oinkalone, Atticus, Varoom, and Professor's Research. Come on, last pack of Paldean. I don't open that much Paldean. Give me some kind of hit. I mean, I did get the Charizard SIR out of Paldean, so I guess I can't say I don't get anything. I just want that Mew, though. That Mew goes so hard, and not going to say I deserve it, but I'm going to say I want it. Let me move these over. Oh, I forgot I had different kinds of XY. Oops. It had 4 out of 7 top SARs in this. That's awesome. So, wait, did it have the 2 Pikachus and the Gengar and the Dragonite? Because that would be insane. And that's like the best God pack ever. Charmeleon. Hey, look at that. I always find it funny when that happens. Oh, it's the other illustration rare that I've pulled 8 billion of out of Paldean. The Palafin. Imagine an Air God pack with all Mega Gengars. Oh my god. Or like a Mega Gengar, a Mega Dragonite, and both Pikachus, like I said. That would go so hard. I want that version of the God pack. Okay. We are going to open one more Ascended tin. And then if y'all want, I'll open some Rebel Clash. And then I will open an ETB. And then we'll open the rest of this Ascended tin case. And then I'm not going to stream as long as I did yesterday. I think I went for 3 hours straight yesterday, and it was fun. But I got to save some product for something else one of these days. I got a whole case of ETB sitting on my floor, like I said earlier. I'm just not going to open that today. All right, let's see. Can we get some heat out of tins? Gonna need to find out today. Going to find out, y'all. Dragonite, Pink Pika, Gengar, and Mewtwo. Oh my god, that is such a good, like, that is an amazing God pack. If I get one, it's gonna be all SIRs I already have, I bet. But that's fine, I can't complain. Slugma, Fanrotom, and Honchkrow. And all good, G. It is no big deal if you can't make every stream. Appreciate you hopping in most of the streams. Like, I would say I have probably between 10 and 20, like, very regular people that always hop on my streams now. And so I appreciate y'all for doing that. And, I mean, you know me, I'm always going to just be ripping random new and old sets. For myself, Iris's Fire Eating Spirit. Oh no, Vanillix. And that was our hit, was a Frostlass. Okay. Taking another quick breather from the tins, and we'll open one of these, or maybe we'll open all of these Rebel Clash. Going for like 5-ish now for 5-ish what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this right? Yes. Oh, gotcha. Heracross, Capacious Bucket, Turf Field Stadium, Binacle, Darumaka, Vulpix, Milcery, Farfetch'd, Indeedee, and Toxtricity. Womp womp. That's fine. Let me move these tins over so I can stack my bulk old sets. I'm like OCD about not putting the bulk for old sets with the new sets because I don't like that they have different borders. Do I have any Sylveons that I'd be willing to sell? No, unfortunately, so Prismatic is by far the worst set I've ever pulled. I can't pull anything from that set, so I have basically no evolutions because I just got back into this hobby like a year or so, or less than a year ago, so I don't have any of the like older evolutions either. So unfortunately, the answer to that is no. I don't have like any Sylveons. All right, I'm just gonna open these other two. What's up, Wisconsin Lorcana? I don't know the rest of your username, but gonna guess that you're a big Lorcana collector. One Jolteon EX out of Prismatic. That's my life. I pulled 2 evolutions ever, a Jolteon SIR and a Vaporeon SIR, both of which I pulled in like the same 3 or 4 day span, and then I've opened over 250 packs of Prismatic since and not pulled one single evolution. I'm done. Dedicated binder that's just Sylveons and a dedicated binder of Furious Fist deck. Yeah, I unfortunately am not a help with Sylveons in particular, or any kind of evolution. That set, like, bankrupted me. Hey, look at that reverse hollow Snorlax. Where's Snorlax Steve? He's not on here. I gotta save that for him. And Galarian Surfetched as a hollow. Right, not great. But can we get a hit out of this? A full art. Best we got is Vaporeon and a Flareon out of a Demigod pack. The best hit is the promo out of the premium UPC. My best hits for, besides those couple SIRs I pulled like 6 months ago for Prismatic, are probably the Umbreon and Espeon promo cards from the figure collection. Hello, Robbie, or Robinem. I don't know how to say your name, I'm sorry. And let's see. Amazing luck with Prismatic. Missing a few evolutions for my master set. And you're under... Yeah, I'm happy for you, Faith's Judgment. I am never touching that set again, because every time I do, I spend $100 to pull bulk. And that's never fun. Zamazenta and Melodic V. Alright, didn't do too great on those Rebel Clash packs, but it's fine. Alright. I'm going to open this next ETB and take a breather from them tins, because they have not been treating me very well today. So we're going to see what happens with this next ETB first. And sounds good, G. $300 packs dry, no evolution. Yeah, your friend is sharing the same experiences I have had. But then I've seen people like who have opened much less packs get like a God pack or something else crazy. It's all just honestly luck. I mean, statistics will dictate that I should probably get a God pack at some point soon because of the number of prismatic packs I've opened, but that honestly probably won't happen. Alright, let's see what happens here. I'm hoping something happens, because good God. It has not been a great pull rate today for anything for me. But this is what happens, is you'll get some real good pull rates for a period of time, then you'll get some real bad ones, and as I usually say, sometimes you just gotta keep ripping until you get hits again. The FOMO, I wish I was opening packs. Yeah, I feel you. Like that's why I did this on the weekends too, is because if I didn't do this on the weekends, I'd probably rip packs off video and then I would get some like crazy hit. I hope I get a good hit. Robinem NM. Again, I'm sorry, I'm going to mispronounce half the people's names on these apps. Let's see though. Ooh, Jace. Look at that. Are you excited? I promised you if I pulled this, you could have it. And that was it on that one. All right, let's see. That's clean too. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna double sleeve it for you and put it in a top loader so that I don't forget about it and put it back in my own collection and then lose track of it. Top loader. One of my mods has been looking for this card, and he's a little apprehensive to open all of his Ascended because of the pull rates for most people that aren't me. And this is IR Chase from that set, and I said if I pull it again, because I already have one that's PSA 10 worthy, that I'll send it to him. So I'm a man of my word, and there it is. Give me 1 second, I gotta check my messages. Oh, there's a very large, or very, very famous person at my fiance's work today. And I can't share who it is because she would get in trouble at work. But she was just texting to tell me. And sounds good, Rob. That sounds a lot easier for me. All right, so we got the Psyduck IR out of this Ascended ETB so far. Let's see if we can get some more hits. I bet we can. I would love if there were a God Pack in here, but I know the reality of that happening is pretty low. Or this chance, I should say. Team Rocket's Energy, Rayquaza Pokeball, and Spidops. It is not Celine Dion. That wouldn't be mega famous to her because Celine Dion has usually has some residencies here, or did for years, so you would like literally just see her over town. No, this person is extremely famous and has been for the last like 35, 40 years and does not live in Vegas. No, not Bruno Mars. You will never guess. And I can't say yes even if you did guess. So, Totodile, Numel, Stunfisk. This is such an ugly card. Whoever made this Pokemon was like, I don't know. I don't know what they were on. Fourth Path Trust. All right, let's see what happens. No, it's definitely not Shaq either. All right, so let's see what's in this one. If I open all this and all I get is the Pikachu SIR, I would still be so happy. Charmander, Obstagoon, and Lunatone. It's artistic in its own way. Yeah, if you like art that looks like a bird fish toilet thing. Both the Pika SIRs I think are awesome, and I'm hoping I can get both, but we'll see what happens. I feel like because those are my chases, those are going to be the ones that elude me the longest. Like I always said when this set came out, like I'm not a Gengar or a Dragonite person. They're cool cards, but those aren't my chases. So of course, those are the ones that have been easier for me to acquire, and we'll have to see if I can get something else. What's up, Travis? Thanks for joining. And yeah, just ignore that other person on the purple app. The purple app has to figure out how to do better about filtering bots. So, Petrol, Pika, and Zekrom. All right, we got 4 packs left in this ETB. So we're a little bit further than half. But I have faith we're going to pull something else out of this. Sometimes you just gotta have the faith that the last pack is actually gonna have something. But let's find out. What the? Zero. Is this a good sign? What's behind it? Not an SIR. I always get so confused when there's like a card that's upside down or like backwards. Starly and Staraptor. It just happens every now and then. Out of like the thousands of packs I've pulled over the past year or so, it's happened to me 3 or 4 times. And Godspeed, it's one on the purple app. I'm multi-streaming this to the purple and red apps right now. And there's always a spam bot on the purple app. And yeah, J-Band, it happens here and there. Like, it's probably the packing machine, like, the little wheel got stuck on a card and spun it around or something. I don't know exactly how it happens, but it's interesting when it does. Yes, I have gotten a backwards card before, too. At first, I thought that I, like, dropped, like, the card and put it back and forgot about it, but then I realized, I looked back at my video, I was like, oh, no, that was like that. Scraggy, Meditite, and Mega Lucario. All right, so we've gotten a couple double rares and that Psyduck so far in this ETB. Is that gonna be it? Or are we about to pull some heat? I'd at least like to see a Mega Attack rare. I think that would be fair. Yeah, I like the Mega Lucario a lot. I actually have one that I just put in a top loader because it wasn't grade worthy. The SIR from Mega Evolution. Lily's Determination, Roly-Poly, and Groudon. All right, y'all. Last pack. We've been getting cooked on Ascended today. I think it's because I watched a streamer absolutely get cooked. Like Rip and Chipper got cooked this morning that I was watching. One of my mutuals bought 90 packs and didn't get an SIR, and I felt really bad, so I bought an ETB to support the channel and gave that mutual my Zekrom promo. Because they just got so wrecked on so many packs, I felt really bad. All right. Can we get something in this last pack? I'm hoping so. I mean, I have 10 more ETBs sitting on my floor, so worst case, I'll just rip some of those on a live sometime in the next week. Or some of them. Hey, I needed Mad Cargo. I actually didn't have this one, so I am trying to master set this. I'm pretty thrilled about that, actually. It's not grade worthy because it's super off-centered, but that's okay. I needed this card. Okay, I think the only illustration rares I have left that I need are... Wait, I got a booklet. I think the only ones I need left are, let's find out. This is how lucky I've gotten. So of this first page, the only SIR I don't, or the only IR I don't have yet is Tangela. Of this second page, the only IR I don't have yet is Meryl. I have all the IRs on the third page. I have everything on the fourth page, everything on the fifth page. I think I might be missing the Electros, actually, Mega Attack Rare. And then the only SARs I still need are Emboar, the 2 Pikas. I think I might need Frostlass. I thought I had it. Electros, Bellybolt, Mewtwo, and then Pheasantipity, Grimmsnarl, Metagross, and Surfer, and Fighting Spirit. Everything else I have at least one of. Feraligatr I have like 2 or 3. And yeah. Super centered card, which is worth 300 euro. Oh, that's sweet. I have really bad luck with centering. Like, this is my average centered card for, or the centering on a card that is average for what I pull. Oh, I don't have the golds. I definitely need the golds. The golds are... I don't know if I'll ever even be able to pull the golds. Those, like you're probably having to do with Phantasmal Amaru, I'll probably have to do that with this set. But my goal is, if possible, to master set this by only mine and Rip and Chipper's rips for me. That's my overall goal. And sounds good, Faith's Judgment. Thanks for hanging out for a bit, and feel free to follow me and check out my content as I continue to do these streams and short videos on all the different social apps. But yeah, appreciate y'all. All right, let's see what's in this tin. Which one was that? Zorua? No, I forgot about the golds. I wish I had both of those. The golds aren't my favorite, honestly. In my opinion, they're going to go the same way of the golds from Scarlet Violet long term, where right now they're kind of being chased, but I think long term, some of the SIRs have such good art that they are just going to be more valuable. But I could be wrong. And you too, thanks, Faith's Judgment. Super off-centered card. Oh, yeah. And Rob, it's always a bummer when there's cards that are crazy off-centered. Pinurchin EX. Honestly, for whatever reason, I don't think I had this double rare yet. All right, second pack. Wife's pulled 2 gold cards in the past month, Gardevoir and Zygarde. Isn't the Zygarde the one from Perfect Order? Or was it in Japanese? All right. Every time I see the foil energy, I'm like, is there a God Pack behind it? Because from what I've heard, the God Packs always have a foil energy. I could be wrong though. King Gambit, Riolu, and Koraidon EX. These tins need to stop it with the EX cards, y'all. I want a non-EX. I want an illustration rare or above in this next tin. Nice, congrats on the Zygarde. I've heard that in some of the English Ascended packs that somebody's pulled the gold Zygarde and like it got accidentally put into the like Ascended pack. But I don't know how true that is. Ultimate Master Set, every card that has a Pokeball. Yeah, that's ultimately my goal is to do that. I think I will be able to, but we'll see. It was prismatic. It's wild. $28.72. Oh my god, that is bad. My Mega Lucario, the gold one I pulled from Mega, was like the first card I tried to grade, and I was still a noob, and it was so off-center, they gave it a PSA 8. Still bummed that I didn't know enough about centering to not submit that card at the time. Swirlix, Vullaby, Entei. Just want that Pika SIR. Like, even if I can't master set this set, I need the Pikachus. And what's up, Jose? I saw you join. Thanks for joining. Yeah, that's also the worst, is when the cards have whitening everywhere. I run into that quite often. Salazzle, Gastrier, and I said no more of these EXs as the hits, and it didn't listen to me. Well, I'm going to master set the EX cards this morning or afternoon. All right, I'm going to open an old pack and see if I can reset my luck with some Steam Siege. Imagine I don't like pull anything out of Ascended today, but I get some crazy hit out of one of these last 3 vintage packs I got. Weird calling X and Y vintage. Where's the energy in this? I don't remember how these X or the XY ones work. Is there even an energy? I don't know. I'm just gonna open it like a normal pack. Shellos, Rufflet, Chimchar, Dino. That's a cool looking Tangela. Mareep, Reverse Hollow. Again, why are the reverse hollow patterns so much better in a set that's like 10 years old than the ones that we get today? Like, these look so much cooler than like the like random reverse hollow patterns now. Like wouldn't you rather have that than this? Like, sometimes like with the darkness cards, I can't even tell if it's a reverse hollow or not, especially in Mega and Phantasmal. All right. Let's see. Cobalion, I guess, was my rare. Anorith, Ninja Boy, Rapidash. All right, well, that was a pack. And let's do Fate's Collide. Somebody out there is like, I can't believe you're ripping all these packs. They're $40 a pack, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. For me, cards are not fun if they're sitting sealed in a pack. Yes, Mareep did look awesome there. I agree. And what's up, Alex? Thanks for joining. Seal. Snubble. Fennekin. That Jigglypuff goes pretty hard. I like the Snivy behind it. Hey, did y'all hear that? I said I like the Snivy behind it, and I meant in the art. And then I moved the card, and there was literally a Snivy behind it. That was fun. I like that. Bronzong. Mr. Mime is my rare. Cincino. Team Rocket's handiwork. I almost said handbook. This Weezing goes hard. They need to bring back some of the art from the old sets and recycle some of the art and just like refresh it or make some of it full art versions in future sets, because there's a lot of good art in this set. But I still can't believe I said, oh, I like the snivy behind it, and then there was a snivy behind it there. What I get from the second ETB? Basically a bunch of bulk. The hit was Mag Cargo, and I needed that for my master set, so I'm happy that I got that one, but I got cooked on both ETBs and all the tins so far. And so we're going to open the last 3, see what's in them. And if I get totally cooked on both ETBs and all the tins, my pull rates so far with Ascended have been so insane that I kind of expected this was going to happen soon. Oh yes, and the Psyduck IR, I forgot that was in there too. What if I get a chase card that's worth more? Yeah, no, I do the same thing. Honestly, at least for most modern sets, I prefer to just rip everything, because you can actually, even like fairly cheap hits, you can get graded, and as long as they're 10 worthy, like you just made more than that, the pack value by a ton. And so I personally play the grading game. I like to open packs and then get the good cards graded or the clean cards graded or both. And I just have more fun doing that. And I'm a content creator, right? So it's better for my content than being like, yo, look at all this sealed product that I'm putting on my shelf. And I totally, like, if you do that, that's totally fine. That's the way that you collect, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just not the way I want to collect, especially as a content creator, because it'd be really boring for everybody else. Just be videos of me going to the store and getting sealed product and then putting it like in my closet. What's my favorite card? Right now, my favorite card is probably the Pikachu or the Pikachu in the Forest card. Of the cards that I have in my possession, the Mega Charizard SIR that I have as a PSA 10 is one of my favorites. I love this Lily's Clefairy. Sorry, I'm going to go through some of my PSA pre-submitted, or the cards I'm about to submit to PSA. Oh, these are all Ascended. Hold on, let me keep going for a sec. These are all 10 worthy Ascended cards, by the way, is this stack. And then the rest of this is just assorted other cards. Some Celebrations, some Black Bolts. This was my chase for the longest time. It took me 8 months to acquire this card. And thankfully, the version I got is a PSA 10 candidate, because Black Bolt and White Flare have some of the worst quality control for cards. And then there's just some random Magic the Gathering and some like other SIRs and stuff. But also, I need to take a second to, again, just call out how cool this Magic card is. Look at the back of this card. That is, like, I know this set was not popular from, like, a playability perspective, but the Spider-Man set has such great art that I'm grading some of these kind of cards just because of the great art, and because at some point in the next 10 to 20 years, the hardcore Marvel collectors are going to come after the high quality versions of anything Magic the Gathering Spider-Man. Like, you can mark my words on that. It's gonna happen. That's what happens with all Marvel stuff too, is like, it doesn't always take off right away, but then the real hardcore Marvel collectors will buy it all up down the road. I didn't do this pack yet, did I? Sorry, I forgot to put the energy in front. Team Rocket's energy, Raichu, Victorel, and next pack. Next pack, let's see. Come on, I need something out of these tins. Monkey Dory, Fan Rotom, Okie dokie. Whew. Jace, I don't know. I think my Ascended luck might have run out, or at least for today. Because I got those other ETBs that I'll open some of them next weekend. Where do my bulks go? I don't know yet. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I sorted for 2.5 hours yesterday. Or I sorted my bulk for 2.5 hours on a stream. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stacks 1 foot high of bulk. What's my YT? It is the same at AJ Choi Collects on literally every social media app. Let's see what Celestial Storm has in it. I have never once opened this set. Okay, energy card was in that spot. Let's see. Bellsprout, that's a cool Bellsprout. Whalmer. Okay, we got a reverse hollow Bills maintenance and Deoxys. Boo. All good. Still fun to open some of those old packs, because if anybody's seen my short clip of my stream from a week or two ago, I had one single Roaring Skies pack, and I pulled a Mega Rayquaza out of it. And the full art version, not the alternate full art version, but still. It was like a $90-something card, and unfortunately it has whitening all over the back, because that was one of those sets that I feel like is really hard to get clean cards from. And I wish that it didn't have a bunch of whitening on it, because a PSA 10 of that Rayquaza, it goes from a $90 card to a $2,100 one. I need to stop saying the D word. Yeah, I like the crochet looking one too. They did like a Snorlax like that, and then I have Audino from the Black Bolt set that I think is also like that. And I probably shouldn't have said so many D words today, because I think that messed up people finding my TikTok live stream at some point during the stream, but it's fine. And appreciate that, Rob. Yeah, I'm the most active on TikTok at all times. And I tend to use that to chat with people in DMs and stuff the most. Just because I have like by far the most followers there. I'm at like 5,200 something. Pancham, Dustox, and I haven't even gotten a Mega Attack Rare today. And yeah, that's fine. I'm also on Insta and wherever you're watching, the purple app and the red app. And I'm going to start doing some more long form videos soon on the red app, so. All right. Gonna be wild if we get no hits out of the whole case of tins, but is what it is sometimes. Noibat, Spiritomb, and Trevenant. All right, can there be like a God pack in here or something? We just got cooked. Day in the life of AJ. Yeah, I mean, my life is honestly not that exciting. A lot of my days in the life would be me just like sitting on my couch watching some TV while I make TikTok videos and look up more stuff about Pokemon. All right, last packs for today that came out of these tins. And Sai, I do. You have to be following me, you have to interact with me, and I don't just do it because somebody says please, so you need to be patient. I don't like when people request things of me. That's not a good way to interact with a content creator. Shuppet, Kilowattrel, and Executor. Day in the life of my other days, my car ran out of gas on the... Oof. I don't ever want to run out of gas on the highway. That reminds me, I gotta get up early and get gas tomorrow, because my BMW gets terrible gas mileage, because I beat it, but it also has, like, the tiniest gas tank ever. So you're just going to have to watch my short videos. I generally do one every month or so, and the next one should be coming up soon. I just haven't posted it yet because I'm still deciding how I want to do it. The absolute last thing I want to do is continue to do the G words for thirsty people that are only in it for the G words. That doesn't help my content creation. That doesn't help my interactions with people that are cool to follow or interact with in this community. So I'm no longer just going to like give an ascended ETB just to like get followers. They're extremely low quality followers that are not worth my time, and it's very expensive for me to give those products away. So I'm honestly slow rolling it this time and trying to figure out the best way to do G words for people that interact with me. And honestly, if it comes down to it, between people asking me for stuff for free and me just not doing that ever again, I will ruin it for everybody. So keep asking, I dare you. Who's my favorite Pokemon? Probably Pikachu. Honestly, I think that's by far my favorite. I'm gonna get cooked. Uh-oh. That was the actual card. Oh, and what's up, maybe baby? I am hoping that you've seen American Dad before, because that's where I remember that whole thing coming from. Wow, we got wrecked. We got so wrecked, I'm about to do something stupid and crack the case of ETBs that I have behind me and just open another ETB. Like, that was the worst set, or that was the worst tin set I've ever done. All right, who wants to see me open one more ETB before I end for today? Because I was trying to, I was kind of hoping to hit 90 minutes anyways for my, like, the thing TikTok's trying to promote right now. Let me put some of this trash away first. And there, that's how you spend hundreds of dollars on tins and get nothing in the matter of an hour. All right, one sec. I'm gonna take my headphones off. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Clemency. I did it to grow my follower base when I was brand new to content creation, but I've been really like hesitant to do it after somebody won a Phantasmal Flames booster box or ETB last time I picked the winners, and they didn't even freaking thank me for it. Like, they're just like, oh, okay, here's my address, and I'm like, okay, like, and then they unfollowed me. And so ever since then, I'm like, you know what, like, I don't really want to do this anymore because the people that win are ungrateful little craps. And so, like, I work hard for my own money, and I work hard to make sure that I give back to the community some really cool products and stuff. So if it's just going to be a bunch of spoiled little brats winning the contest, then I'm just never doing one again. And so y'all better be nicer to me because I'm sitting here with a whole case of these things. Would have sent them sleeves. No, that they would have like gotten me in trouble if they didn't get what they quote unquote won. But you know, some sealed collector, if you're watching this right now, I know that this hurts. Oh my gosh. All right, I gotta show this. Look at all those Ascended ETBs. All right. It's not about working hard, Neon. It's about the fact that the people that won didn't even care that they won, or wouldn't even like thank me for giving them, you know, a free product worth 90. And then it just makes me not want to give back as much anymore. All right, let's see. I paid more than retail for these Amaru, or I would consider it, but no, I paid market price for that case. Oh, slightly lower, but I mean, I didn't pay like 139 in ETB, but I probably paid about 95 in ETB for these. So honestly, Neon, I got people that are on all my streams that aren't asking me for stuff. So the more somebody asks for something, the less likely I am to do it. So if you want to just watch my streams and support me, then good things will overall happen to you and the rest of the community. But people that just ask me to start G words, every time somebody asks me that is another 5 days of me not doing one. How much does Ascended? So MSRP, I'm in the United States. So MSRP on one of these Ascended is $59.99 US. Right now, if you're lucky, you can get them from like a local card shop for $100. It's not a great time right now with these. And if people keep asking me about the G word, they're getting muted. Y'all are thirsty people wanting stuff for free, and I'm not playing that game today. I spent $1,000 on this ETB case, so. Reshiram, Spite Ops, Mad Cargo. Yeah, Jace, they're on the Red app. I don't know how to make you a mod over there. All right, let's see. Pack 2, can we get something? Gotta get something in this ETB, right? Urbane, Tapu Koko, Togekiss. Yeah, the G word I want is God Pack. Because I cannot get any pulls today. So maybe they'll all come at once. I'm gonna start peeking every time now and see if like the first card is an illustration rare. Oops. Hey, Hitman top. So we got an illustration rare, and that was it for that pack. Y'all in the TikTok chats, tell me not to get a God pack. Maybe that's the maybe we need reverse psychology here. Be like, don't get a God pack now. My wife opens from the last 3, like, oh no. Thank you, J Bands. Hopefully that's better. Figure the reverse psychology, because a lot of these times when I've opened Ascended, I'm like, I'm not getting anything. This is going to be like Prismatic, and that's when I've gotten like all the big hits. Ooh, Pokepad, putting that to the side. These things are up to like $10 right now. Snow Runt. Hey, I needed Meryl. This was one of the last illustration rares I didn't have for this master set. These cards are so clean. Like, that's not whitening, it was just the angle. Like, I am beyond impressed with Pokemon's print quality for Ascended. And their centering is okay. I'm going to have to measure this one before I decide if I'm going to submit this for grading. But I needed this one really bad. I think the only one I really have left is like Tangela is the last illustration rare that I need right now. So maybe we can pull that at least if we don't get an SIR out of this ETB. All right, I am just gonna throw this in a semi-rigid card holder just in case it is grade worthy. And then let me just measure this guy real quick. I'm just curious, is this a candidate? Or is it way too? Yeah, so that one is actually still close enough where I think it's worth trying with PSA. It should be a 10 still. But this one's so close that I'll probably throw it in my flatbed scanner and then scan it into that card centering app I use, just to make sure that it's truly like beyond 55-45 left right there, just because it's like close enough where it makes me a little nervous to just submit it and pay $25 to get a PSA 9. And yeah, Clemency, I I love this Meryl. I think this is one of the coolest coolest IRs in this set, especially since like under the light, the eyes kind of change. And so I think this one's really cool. And thank you, Jace. You know I've been looking for this one. Now the question is, can we get Tangler at least in the last 5 packs? And thank you, Rob. Appreciate that. I try to be pretty genuine about what I do with this stuff. I spend my own money, I work hard for my own money, and I don't always get a bunch of product at retail. And so sometimes I'm just paying so that I can continue to create content, entertain other people, and grow my collection. All right, let's see if this has anything in it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. That reverse psychology, I feel like, is working. Buddy Puffin, Vanillux. Hey, Mega Diancie. All right, we're getting the hits now. So apparently all I needed to do was ask chat to use reverse psychology. So let's keep the "you're not getting a God pack" comments coming, because that seems to be helping me out. I'm not going to try to grade another one of these, I don't think. Wait. I'm kind of trying to grade at least one of every SIR and one of every Mega Attack Rare at the very least. Do I have a Diancie? I think I have 2. Yeah, I have 2 that are in my pile. All right, I'm not doing another one. The next one's a dud for sure. How funny is it going to be if we just keep pulling hits out of this ETB now? All right, because we got what? Hitmontop, Meryl, Mega Diancie EX. We got 1 Pokepad. We have 4 packs left. Can we get an SIR? Is this one of the SIRs? And Rob, I work in tech. So I work in tech for a company that isn't in tech. And I used to work in like full-on tech companies that just built like software and stuff and sold it to other companies. But these days I got out of that side of it because of what AI is doing to the industry. So still in tech, but it's for a company that's not what they sell. Tynamo, Starly, and Pecharunt. I think this is the first time I've seen this card too. But yes, long term, I'm actually hoping to make something like my Pokemon collection like habit into something of a business, but we'll see how that goes. I gotta start getting product that I don't rip myself and can sell if I want to do that, but not quite ready to go to that scale quite yet. Imagine a random person finds the stream and you're all talking that'd be funny. And appreciate it, J-Bands. I hope so. I'm surprised how, like I said, a lot of the followers that are on TikTok are from my previous G words, and I just don't want to. I don't want to rely on that because the quality of follower has been awful for those. Like the most interactions I get are from the followers that I've gotten just from like ripping random packs on either lives or on Gardevoir, on whatchamacallits, short videos. I'm happy I made that jingle though the other day. I just tried that out this morning and I spent like $12 promoting that TikTok because I want that jingle to get stuck in people's heads so that next time they see my video in the algorithm that they're like, oh, I remember this guy. I feel like that's actually a good way to do it. I'm like positive that is a huge portion of why Pat from Deep Pocket Monster has gotten so big is his "should I open it or should I keep it sealed" is like one of the most memorable little jingles. And yeah, I agree. I love interacting with people that love the hobby and just want to like chat about Pokemon and share their collections. And I was actually thinking about doing some like co-hosted lives with some of my followers who just want to like show off their collection on a live stream to others, and then I'll post that to YouTube as like a long form video. And I want to do it as like an interview format though. It's like, oh, like what kind of career do you have that allows you to afford to buy all this Pokemon, and like what's your favorite Pokemon? And I think there'd be kind of like a hot ones for Pokemon that would be kind of cool. So I'm considering doing that. And then if I can grow that, then I would get bigger and bigger people to talk about it. Like then maybe someday Steve Aoki comes on and talks about his giant collection of Pokemon and other kinds of trading cards and like stuff like that. people know the jingle without even seeing the vids 100%. Like some days, like, and we all say it a lot, right? Like I'll be like opening packs for myself sometimes, and I'm like, oh no, he should have just kept it sealed. And so, yeah. All right, last pack. Can we get an SIR? We got Hitman Top, Marrow, and the Mega Diancie Mega Attack Rare. And like at least a couple Gardevoir and a couple EX cards. So this has actually been an okay ETB. Only difference so far in this and the last ETB I pulled with an SIR is that we haven't hit an SIR. But one of them was in the very last pack, so maybe that's this one. No LPM. I like this reverse psychology thing. Can we make it work one more time? Mega Attack Rare? Aw, okay. Well, that really wasn't that bad, or that wasn't bad at all. So, to recap, we got the Marrow, we got the Hitman Top, we got the Mega Diancie, we got this Gardevoir, and honestly, this Pokepad's worth like 10 times more than the Mega Gardevoir, so I always call these a hit right now. That's not bad. That is better than an average ETB, and I have 9 ETBs left. Not going to keep opening them on this stream because my budget for doing ripping on streams will just go through the roof. And so going into this next week, I might just do streams next weekend, and we'll see if I do any during the week. I have a really busy work week since I was so sick this week and I had to miss a few days, and it was my second week at this new job. So I still feel guilty about that, so I want to really give it my all this week and do a good job there and prove myself. So I might do a stream during the week, but it'll probably be very shortened if I do. And yeah, otherwise I will be opening a couple of these ETBs through my short form videos on the Red app, and I don't know what color IG is, but IG and TikTok. And then the rest of these ones I'll probably open between streams this coming weekend and going into the following couple weeks. I'm going to try to slow roll those a little bit more than today. I just was very excited to open a bunch of product today since I have a bunch of product finally. Outside of that, I have some more vintage packs on their way. So that will be here tomorrow or so. And then I have some more cards that I got from Rip and Shippers that I still have to pre-grade. So if I do a live stream during the week, I'm probably going to show some of those things, is the pre-grades and stuff. And yeah, because I have the Dragonite to go with these SIRs, and I just need to get it in the mail. And I think there was also a Hawlucha SIR in there. So I'm getting pretty close to finishing off like all the SIRs for this set. And that's pretty awesome. I can't believe that I've gotten this lucky. And that Luis Clefairy goes so hard. All of these cards really do. I think my least favorite so far is probably the Fezandipity of the ones that I own. And let me see, what did this say? Okay, and yeah, I think that is going to be it. Rainbow app, that works. And I appreciate that, Rob. I honestly, if I don't get famous, like out of like content creation, I'm okay with that too. This is fun for me more than anything, and I just appreciate that people enjoy my content enough to like watch it. Like seriously, it still surprises me some days that I'm just some random guy out here opening cards and trying to come up with good content that entertains people, and it's still surprising that people actually watch this stuff some days and enjoy it. So again, I really appreciate y'all for supporting me and hanging out and having good conversations and stuff. And that's why I do it. Like, I don't do it just to do giveaways and try to gain followers. Like, that's a boring way to make content. And honestly, I'll leave everybody off with the fact that there's this creator that I've been really trash talking lately, I'll be honest. He's not a nice guy. He made a nasty comment the other day on TikTok about how anybody in this hobby that's over 45 is weird. And this guy is like my age, a little bit younger. He's like in his mid to late 30s. And he's got a kid, which makes me sad for his kid. But like he's out there scalping product at the Pokemon vending machines, and he's saying that like he's basically mad that other scalpers beat him to buy product one day, and so he just basically said that everybody over 45 collecting Pokemon is weird. And so I told a bunch of people about that, and then I blocked him so that I didn't start more drama, because I will go gloves off and be really unpleasant to the guy, and I realized that would probably get me in trouble on TikTok. So overall, I said, okay, well, here's this guy's account, and like, if you want to leave a comment, you should go leave a comment. And then a bunch of people that follow me left a comment, and that guy's taken so much heat now. But yeah, like, those are the kind of people that shouldn't be in the community. Like, if you're gonna go around and just trash talk people because of their age and call them weird because you're mad that like other people collect, like, I find that to be quite weird, honestly. Like, we don't need any more bullies in the world. So anyways, that was my spiel, is that that guy sucks, and I am glad that the community has been calling him out. But also, he has, like, this is what I really dislike about a lot of content creators. Not a lot, but like the ones that act like full-time influencers when they have 1,000 followers and they don't ever follow anybody back. I follow back generally around 10% of the people that follow me. A lot of them have very little followers and just interact with me a ton and don't ask for stuff. They're just interacting with me. Like Jace, I send Jace care packages all the time because he mods for my TikTok live channels, and he's fun to talk to. So why wouldn't I? Like, the guy's a buddy of mine now. And so that's the thing about content creation and forming these relationships, is you can really form truly strong personal relationships with people as a content creator. I don't see a lot of people that are like, that act like that guy I was just talking about, that do that. Like, the guy has 1,000 followers and he follows 20 people. So who's he ever interacting with? He's not. He's just making inflammatory content and acting like he's better than other people. And I really dislike that. So again, I really appreciate the people that support me. I try to interact as much as possible. People are always DMing me on TikTok asking for advice on grading and stuff like that. And generally, I'll either say, like, come to my next stream and I'll just show you, or like, I'll make a video for that specific person just to help them out. So I just feel like this community is better when people come together to do good things in the community together. And then there's people like that other guy saying that anybody over the age of 45 is like weird in this hobby. That, like, honestly, go collect like freaking sports cards or something. Like, get out of my TikTok feed. And should I mod here? Honestly, like, reach out to me. I could use some mods on the other apps. I definitely wouldn't be opposed to it, that's for sure. And yeah, thank you, Midwestern Pokedad. Like, you saw me blow up over that the other day. I've still been on the fence all weekend about just unblocking this guy and stitching his video, but I kind of don't want to give his account any more attention. And like, the thing that bothered me the most is that one of my other mutuals, who's a really, really, really nice guy, and he's been in this community since he was younger, and I'll say his name because he's a really nice guy and y'all should follow him on TikTok, White Sheep. He only ever says nice things in everybody's comments. And every now and then, like, one of his little shticks is that he'll say this comment about like the hit you got on your like video. And then at the end, he'll be like, and remember to get rest and stay hydrated. And I just always really appreciate that, because some days I'm like right now, I'm like, wait, I haven't taken a sip of water in a while. And Amru, I will, I'll just make you one real quick here if I can figure out how to do it on not... I don't know if I can do this without being on the actual app. I'll do it next time. I'll run my stream directly through TikTok's app next time, because the web app won't let me do it. But yeah, this guy White Sheep on TikTok, he's always saying nice things to everybody, and he's like definitely in his mid to late 40s, maybe early 50s. And so it really bothered him, and he commented on that guy's post, and the guy basically tried to gaslight him and say that he didn't say that people over the age of 45 in this hobby are weird. He's like, I didn't say that. I was talking about the two scalpers that were fighting over the products at the store. He didn't say that at all. He straight up said, anybody that's over, word for word, he said, is it me, or is anybody over 45 in this hobby weird? And that's exactly what he said. And then he tried to gaslight this really nice guy, White Sheep, into believing that he never said that. And the guy's like, did you not like just go listen to your own video? Like, how are you even like trying to claim that you didn't say that? So like, this guy is just so whack. I won't even say the user's name because I don't want people to go to his account because that means that he'll get attention. And honestly, I hope the guy deletes his account. And there's a guy I follow named Dale. He's an older guy whose videos are full of energy, and which is what this community needs. 100%. Like, honestly, that's what this community is all about, is like good energy. And let's be honest, Pat Flynn, like Deep Pocket Monster, is almost 45 years old. So is this bro out there who has 1,000 followers and doesn't follow anybody back that think he's better than Pat Flynn? Like, bro, Pat Flynn has millions of followers and he's done more for this hobby than like anybody else in the past 5 years. I don't understand people like that have to be so gatekeepy. It happens in every fan community, right? Like, I'm big into Vegas hockey as like I've been a fan since day one, but I don't go out there saying I'm a bigger fan than you because I've been a fan since the team started in 2017. I just say, yeah, like I've been a fan since day one and I love this team. Like, I don't understand why people have to like go out there and act like they're like better than other people in a hobby. Like, it's just really sad that there's like who are you trying to compete with? Like, these people are competing their way to the bottom. I just don't understand it. But anyways, sounds good, Rob. Rob, definitely reach out to me on Instagram. And Clemency, younger kids do try to collect Pokemon, but I'm a little sad because they do have problems getting their hands on the product. But guess what the age of the kids' parents are that are trying to go and buy them Pokemon from those vending machines? 45 to 50 years old. So, and this guy has a daughter, and so he's there saying that people that have kids that had them a little bit later in life are weird. Like, the guy's logic is just like, I don't know. I think the guy might have eaten a bunch of lead paint or something, because I cannot explain like why somebody would be that much of an a-hole about something like that. I also just wanted to use an analogy of a guy eating lead paint. So thank you for letting me do that part. Yeah, mid 30s. And Midwestern Pokédad, I don't have kids, and we don't plan to have kids. If we said if we decide that someday we do want kids in our life, we're either going to adopt or foster. And it's just a personal choice. I've had a lot of people say, "Oh, you'll regret it someday," and it's like, why don't you go mind your own business? Because that's the other thing, is that when you don't have kids at a certain age, people seem to like just honestly straight up start harassing you about it. It's actually crazy. Like they're like, you'll miss out. Like, I'm like, the only thing I'm going to miss out on is when I'm like old and dying, nobody's going to take care of me for free. Like, it's honestly what the biggest thing I'm concerned about. Like, do you think I could afford to open a case of ETBs if I didn't have, like, if I had kids right now? No way. I couldn't afford to get this fossil pack and just rip it on a stream one of these days. So like, yeah, it's whatever. But yeah, like everybody makes their own choices, and it's everybody's choice to be a decent human being to others. And I like to think that, like, I'm not always the nicest guy in the world, and I'll be the first to say that. Like, if you say something, like, let's say that somebody said something nasty about my fiance, like, I'm coming after you and the gloves are off. But like, at the same time, I try to be a good human being. Like, I try to live by the golden rule and like do things the way that, or treat people the way I want to be treated. So yeah, overall, I don't know where I was going there. I didn't take my ADHD meds today, so that one was a real big tangent. So anyways, I apologize for that part. So yeah, I'm gonna hop off for now. I might honestly come back on later and play some Pokopia on live stream. I just figure I might as well hang out with others while I play games if I decide to start playing those. And this is off topic, but it's a fossil pack heavy. I will take it out of this little team bag. And do you know what the average weight for fossil packs are? Because I got one of those little scales over here, and I can check it out. Man, this brings me back to my childhood looking at this. Like, I specifically remember opening these like as a 12-year-old. And like every time I see this, like the old packs, like whether it's base set, jungle, Team Rocket, or one of these fossil packs, it just like instantly, if I think back on it, I can like remember the smell of the local card shop where I'd buy these from. 21 grams or more. All right, give me 1 sec. I got one of those scales specifically because I wanted to prove that modern packs are not weighable consistently for hits, which is true, by the way. They are not. And now I just like I feel like somebody's gonna think I'm a dealer of some sort. Hold on. Because I got one of these guys, and so like every time I take it out, I'm like, man, somebody probably thinks I'm like doing something sketchy with this. Okay, so 20.794 grams. So it looks like 21 is the one that should have hits, but who knows? Could still be a hit in there. Nothing's worse though than base set if you like these days if you spend a bunch of money on a base set pack and then you pull Professor Oak as your rare. Like that has to be the most like out of any card you could pull, that has to be the absolute biggest slap in the face. I that was a big slap in the face when I was 12 years old and the base set packs cost $3. Like I cannot imagine somebody paying like over $1,000 for a single pack of base set and then ending up with like Professor Oak. Oh, that'd be so brutal. So many people with a heavy ascended. Most places have already proven that definitely doesn't work because they'll put a foil rare in there to really mess with you, except for a god pack. A god pack is obviously going to be much, much heavier than everything else. And sounds good, Jace. I'm going to hold you to that because I think it's always like with my luck, my chase card is the hardest thing for me to pull, even if it's not the hardest card to pull in the set. Now I kind of wish I had the plastic and didn't throw it away so I could put it back in there. But honestly, I'm going to rip this at some point. So really, who cares in the long run? And would love to see some Pocopia gameplay. All right, give me a little bit. I need to just reset my desk a little bit and stuff. And then honestly, I'll probably just start the game. I'm going to start it from scratch. So you're going to have to watch me like go through the settings and stuff, I think. But what I'll do for right now first is I'll boot it up, or I'll put it in my Switch and boot it up so that I can update it if it has any software updates and stuff. And Jace, I'm going to go put this in your pile with those slabs and stuff right now before I forget. Okay, have I ever graded a pack? No, and I probably won't just because, like, I don't know. If I ever graded a pack, that would be like the ultimate, like, tease for me where it would just be sitting there and I'd be like, but there's something, or there's got to be something inside that slab. And then one day I would get real wild and probably crack that slab and then regret everything. And yeah, so I think I'm going to call it for now. I might be back in a few to do some Pocopia live stream. And so we'll see how that goes. And yeah, I agree. It's kind of weird to grade the pack itself for me, at least. I know there's a lot of people that like to do that. I just don't think I'm one of those people. Okay, so I will probably see some of y'all on a Pocopia stream coming up here. I also have been considering I should probably stream Legends ZA because I bought it and I haven't really played it yet. And my plan was to stream it and I keep forgetting. So I'm going to go reset some stuff here. I might eat a snack or something and then I'll probably play a little bit of Pocopia for a while. So hope to see y'all on my next stream. If not, I will see y'all on social media and in streams throughout the next week or so. So thanks again, y'all, for stopping by and hanging out. And sorry we didn't pull more heat, but we'll try again next time.